Hello and welcome everybody. This is Yan Man bringing you another Fleet Ops audio commentary. Tonight I bring you a Beat versus Old Time Pro match on Duel 2, a good old standby 1v1 map. We have Beat up here in the top left-hand corner starting position, going as Klingons. He's white jersey tonight. I'm going to bet he is Martok, but I could be wrong. Down here, Old Time Pro is the Borg in the purple jersey. And I would almost bet that he is optimized. And there he is, optimized. That +5 defense gives it away. So we can see that Beat is doing good. He is scouting. He knows what's going on here. He's got a scout out here. Scouting conduction matrix. Now I'm going to say that Old Time Pro, what he is doing here, he's putting up his conduction matrix as fast as humanly possible. The constructor comes out, and it lands right there where it's at, and then he just puts down the conduction matrix. This has the benefit of getting that conduction matrix up as fast as possible in this game, almost. But the downside is, if he kind of gets behind, he will, his conduction matrix is vulnerable. Because it is not protected by the assimilation matrix, the starbase. Let's go take a look up here. Old Time Pro is scouting, and it looks like Beat is up and up on. He is expanding into, well, his natural expansion down here, and his constructor can kind of fend off this detector a little bit. It's very weak phaser is just enough to push things off. And when I say weak, you can see that it's knocking on the detector a little bit. So he's going to Quebec Rush. It's also possible he is potentially going whatever these guys are, Tompeii Rush, and that would be hilarious. And I've seen that worked on Borg before, because you just get so many ships out on the board that the Borg just cannot field enough vessels to counter 10 ships. But that's not what's going on, because he's putting up a battle yard. He's ideally going Sings and Cabbage, and these Cabbage would tank for the Sings. You can see here that Old Time Pro is putting his assembly node, basically a forward yard with this assembly node, and he is going scout cubes. Interestingly enough, because Beat is scouting back in here, he can't see that assembly node, so Beat should be thinking, we have a forward assembly node. And he now needs to go find that guy. Now this assembly node is going to be safe for maybe the first 10 minutes, because really there's just nothing that Beat's going to be able to produce as far as numbers of ships, save for maybe that Tompeii Rush, which would be kind of hilarious. Beat almost looks like he is rushing expansions, and you can see that he is out there trying to scout where the heck that constructor is. That constructor is out there, and you can see even a probe, which is some Borg players like to get this guy out. It's a medium. It's a little bit slower because, of course, it's not a short-range vessel and it's not as fast as those short-range vessels. And he is going to go up here, and I guess he's just going to harass this expansion here. And he will be able to take on that guy with this little bit of these two ships here. Now, two ships by themselves are not going to do a lot of damage immediately. It's not going to do too much as far as raiding. And you can see one of the things that Beat has done for his base setup is he has put his mining stations within range of his starbase. By and large, these mining vessels will keep their beam on this moon. As long as there is 100% time beam on the moon time, you're not losing anything. So we're going to watch this, see if there's any break in. Okay, so there's 2 seconds break in mining efficiency there. that's actually okay. In the meantime, Old Time Pro is going to get himself a constructor, and that is going to set the tone of this match. So Quebec's out on the board. This Quebec is actually just so Old Time Pro getting a little bit of a... Oh, wow. So he must have gotten it while it was decloaking. And now Beat is a little bit on his heels. Let's go take a look at what his battle yard is doing. And yes, we have Sangs. So, Sangs and Quebecs versus Scubes and Probes. And let's just see how many of these Scubes Old Time Pro goes. I bet he is going to go just Scube after Scube after Scube after Scube, and here in about 3 seconds, this guy is going to turn into 9, into a 10, and we do see that Beat has scouted out this guy, waiting on... Is that going to be a Scube? Question is that going to be a Scube? Uh-oh. Hello. Borg has managed to raid, wow, 2 of those miners, and now Beat's back on his heels in his base. He's got 4 Quebecs out. Oh, nope, he's got a Katinga. He did manage to pop one of those into. And the Borg are putting a lot of pressure on this guy here. Armory going up, so we are going to see Vorcha here shortly. Vorcha's a blade of armor going to be the counter to these short-range ships. However, these Quebecs are still going to be targeted first because they're going to have lower defense. So, Borg are slowly amassing a bunch of small vessels. I see 5 out on the board, a 6th there, and you can see now that this assembly node is moving back into the base as he is feeling that he is no longer safe out here. Because here comes... Oh, they could almost snipe it, but they're going to waste some firepower here. Oh, and you see this guy is... Oh, got his armory sniped. Oh, and I don't even think... He didn't get a chance to cancel that, so that's wasted resources, I believe. And we are going to see some miners get whacked on a little bit. This Scube is going to get out of here on its own, and this is an EM Scube. Wow, okay, so Old Time Pro making a nice couple of moves here. This fleet of 5 versus 4 is not going in. Oh, wow. Beat is now really in the doghouse here. A little bit of lag, maybe, or take the heck with this. We'll see what he responds with this. Yep, a little bit of lag. Alright, so Beat is in. Okay, Beat is in trouble. Beat needs to find a way to overcome these ships here. This is not good for Beat. Beat looks like he got a couple of these guys out. Somebody catches up with a little bit of lag. Oh boy, Beat, what are you going to do? Beat is not necessarily in trouble for resources. He probably could get another ship out on the board. Needs to find a way to kill this little bit of fleet because really it is hurting. These 4 ships on their own are not going to be able to raid what they need. Uh-oh, and here is that 6th ship, that EM Scube. As soon as that guy attacks, he will... 100% risk. Bonus damage effects of attackers range. Okay, yada, yada, yada. Can't read that fast enough. And Beat is now huddling his Tritanium next to the starbase because he has seen this guy. He needs to... What is he going to do? No, he's going to take his entire fleet and what is he... Oh no, oh no, oh no. Here comes the, this guy. And, wow. Beat is positioning for something. I don't know what he is going to do here. He is not... Borg ships are just... Borg mining ships are just so dadgum strong that... You really have a hard time raiding them unless you can get like a 10-second kill on them. It's almost not worth it. The Borg can just literally just not worry about it. So what is this guy doing? Beat, what are you going for? Okay, you got a Sang out here. You need more firepower. and you just don't got it. Let's see, are you just trying to bring this fleet back? Here, these guys go. Alright, so this is actually a nice little chance for a kill here. If he knows, okay, he could go for it, and he could probably get a kill here. Now, these guys are going to go all the way over to Beat's natural expansion. They're going to be able to take it, unless somebody decom some stuff, or they could just straight out raid on, yep, that's what they're going to raid on the main die, and they are going to try to tag all these guys. Oh, this is so not a good thing. Oh, got the constructor, all of the constructors, and so that's what we were waiting on. Oh, this raiding is nasty, as is this, but this is just not going to have enough to take out the Borg miner. I mean, you do see that they're making some inroads on it, but wow. Oh, Starbase. Let's see if this guy is upgraded. Not quite upgraded yet. And Old Time Pro just going all out offensive here. Just cycling his ships through the Starbase fire. Really good way because no one can control their Starbase fire. He just needs to keep his guys in and out of range so that he spreads the damage all the way across. His one... Oh, wow. That is really, really painful. You can see that the Borg miner got down to half health. And they are going right after the constructor again. And so Beat, this is going to hurt Beat as he doesn't have a constructor. So down at 150 on the Tritanium, and Old Time Pro really has cinched the victory here, not losing a single ship, nicely spreading damage out here. He has control of the board, and these guys are going again after the miners. Just don't have enough firepower to go after the miners. And at this point, this is really GG. Beat has nothing on the board. See, again, we're going to watch him basically waste all this firepower on something that can just retreat quite nicely before it gets any major damage. And Old Time Pro is... all Old Time Pro now needs to do is... well, heck, what is he going to do? You can see that Beat is now trying to decom some stuff so he can get some resources, having to decom his mining. That is going to be painful. I would have almost decommed this mining first, as really there's no... Now, Beat did do something really smart here. He managed to catch this assimilator as it was going into the resource node, and as such, that is going to keep it busy for a little while. Oh, but this is not good. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah. Oh, and the saying is going to get boarded. That is not good. That is just, well, it's both insult and injury, and as well as some taunting in there. So, gotta love multiple ships able. So when you get this many ships, you get 5 boarding team. You get a boarding team of 5 per ship, and so you get 6. You get 30 per almost second. And so you can pretty anything that's got such a low crew like the Sings or even these Quebecs. Let's go take a look at them. They just don't have. They've got 85. That's really nothing. So these guys are so Beat is so on his heels here, and really they just need to call this game and rematch, take a couple lessons learned, and do it again. Old Time Pro doing an excellent Borg here, doing some really good doing some really good Borg play here, and that's a good short match. Really waiting on these guys to figure that what they're going to do is a rematch or not. And any second now. So, folks, just appreciate your watching. Give me any feedback that you want. And if you are a noob, and quotes, feel free to join the community. We love y'all. We want new players in. If you're worried about noobing up a game, please don't. Just get in there. You know, say, hey, I'm a noob, I'll play, you know what you're getting. Go lose 30 games. Actually, go lose 30 games to me. I could use a couple wins, it'd be great. But yeah, definitely join the community. And for all those else that are watching, comments, feedback, wonderful, love it. Tell me what you like, tell me what you don't, tell me what you want to see next. Alright, folks, this is Yanaman signing off. We'll see y'all on the flip side.